Hi, this is JP from The Lights Over Arkham. Welcome to another Arkham Horror LCG campaign playthrough video, and this time we are going into the Doom of Arkham, and this is the part 1 of that last final scenario for this campaign. So we will play the part 1 first, then play the part 2 in a separate video, because there is a chance to upgrade your deck in between those two parts. So just to keep the video length a bit shorter, I will do 2 separate videos. So first off, we got 4 experience from our last scenario, but we got defeated. We got a physical trauma, and we have 3. So I bought spiritual healing with the 4 XP. So this just removes 1 physical trauma, so we are not going to get defeated by damage that fast. We also, because of the resolution, had to take 1 omen or madness, so I unluckily got the tower, which I hate. So then we bought with the 6 experience we got from the interlude from our task, which we completed. First off, we got the completed version of Walk in Fate. It is now a permanent. Unless this task has been completed, it enters play with its weakness side face up. You get +1 willpower, and after an Elder Sign token is revealed at any location, heal 1 horror from an investigator at that location. And we bought ancestral knowledge into our deck with the 6 experience. So it is permanent exceptional. Your deck must include at least 10 skills. Your deck size is increased by 5. So I picked this, and I took 5 new skill cards to the deck. So 1 Eureka, 2 Analysis, and 2 Inquiring Minds, which will get shuffled with the rest of my skill cards, and 5 of them will go underneath here, but we'll do that in a bit, and rest will go into the deck. Okay, so we are at the Doom of Arkham part 1, so I will read the introduction text now. So, Finale, Doom of Arkham. The month after you return to Arkham passes like a dream. Something still feels wrong. The concerns of your former life are nothing compared to the austere grandeur and menace of the ancient city. In your dreams, you wander the ancient city, haunted by something you dare not describe. If you were to tell anyone the truth of what you've seen, you could be committed to a sanitarium or worse. You attempt to track down both Ruby and Andy to ask about their dreams, but can't find no trace of them. The Arkham Advertiser has begun to report the spread of an unusual sleeping sickness in the city's population. There is no known cause, no sign of disease, no common threat to the victims. People seem to simply be falling asleep each night, never to awaken. Rumors about the sleepwalkers wandering the streets at night rather than induce a panic, however, the populace seems to accept that what would be alarming news with dull indifference. The city of Arkham is itself sinking into a deep slumber. In your restless dreams, you still see the drowned city and the hulking behemoth that once slept within it. You know beyond a doubt that you will see him again. Proceed to Doom of Arkham Part 1. You awaken from yet another nightmare to a furious knocking at your door. You open it to find a bedraggled looking Andy and Ruby, along with a sharply dressed inspector who introduces himself as John Raymond Legras. The inspector explains that he has been investigating a spate of dreaming cults across the United States and abroad. You invite them inside as it begins to rain. Once seated, the inspector flashes a photo of a familiar statue. Several months ago, he sent the statue to a colleague in Miskatonic University for analysis. Apparently, Tillinghast's request that you find his missing shipment was nothing more than a petty theft. He tells you he arrived in Arkham about a month ago to interrogate Tillinghast and recover the statue. Something didn't sit right with me after we handed off the artifact, Andy says darkly. So a few days later I headed to the shop. When we got there, the shop moved, or so we thought. Ruby finally found it, and we went in to find the inspector arguing with the Tillinghast, and things didn't go so well. That putting it mildly, Legras says. Randall was giving me the runaround when these two appeared. He threw us out real quick when we looked around. We weren't here. You ask him what he means, and he shakes his head. I mean, we weren't here in Arkham. His shop door led somewhere else entirely. It took us a whole month to return. I think we were somewhere in Tibet or even farther north. It was a journey to get back, sighs Andy. A few months ago, you might have found their story hard to believe, but not now. Knowing what you do about Tillinghast, it's no surprise that he has something far more sinister planned than simple acquisition. But what? Together with Inspector Legras, Ruby and Andy, you resolve to recover the artifacts and confront Tillinghast wherever he might be. As you set out, the rain turns to a heavy downpour. Proceed to setup. So we have already done the setup here. So we have put the Midnight Mask encounter set shuffled with the Tillinghast Esoterica location, and they are underneath these locations. So we need to find the... Okay, well, let's first read the agenda and act card. So in the setup we had to put one Doom on the agenda already because of the player count. The coming storm. The downpour worsens as the streets begin to flood. Terrifying creatures emerge from the shadows, creatures that could only have come from Relay. Action resign, you give up your search. Forced, when Doom is placed on this agenda, increase the flood level of the lead investigator's location. And action, Act 1A, the Phantom Shop. Conflicting accounts place Tillinghast Esoterica in locations across Arkham. Action, investigators at your location spend one clue as a group. Draw the top card beneath your location. If it is an asset, take control of it. Objective, when the round ends, if an investigator at Tillinghast Esoterica controls at least one artifact asset, the investigators may advance. Hint, recover as many artifacts as possible. Well, there aren't that many to recover, so... Okay, well, that is basically everything, so we can start playing. I'll just have this card here, and we'll actually shuffle these. So 5 go underneath Ancestral Knowledge, which I'll put there. One, two, three, four, 5. Then we'll shuffle the rest down here into our deck. And it should say that we put this... Okay, so we have 2 analysis, 1 confidence and 2 deduction. So at least we can get deductions out when we need to. So I'm just going to put these like so. And we'll shuffle these cards into the deck. This guy starts in play, so John Raymond Legras. Action, or you get +1 skill value while fighting D1 and Starspawn enemies, and fast triggered ability during a skill test while fighting or evading Cthulhu. Exhaust John Raymond Legras, you get +X skill value to this test where X is Cthulhu's Rage. And a nice buffer of 3 health and 3 sanity, and he doesn't take up an ally slot, so that is why he's over there. Okay, but that is everything, so without further delay, let's get started. Okay, and we are ready to begin, so let's draw our opening hand. I need to put one clue there. So knowing that the cards underneath these are mostly false leads, or the other one that deals damage when you have clues, you should have always one clue before you're looking beneath a location, or one extra clue. That is because those are nasty if you can't discard a clue in true solo, because you can't take that much damage. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that we will redraw. So Spectral Eraser, Ollie McBride, 2 Uncanny Specimens, we don't need 2, and Crack the Case. And we also need some resources here. Maybe we'll draw 2 more cards. So Grim Memoir and Inquiring Mind. So I think I'm happy with this starting hand. So I think we want to keep moving so that locations don't get that many flood tokens on them. So investigate, play asset, move, investigate, maybe look at the card underneath that location or something and move. Okay, so first thing first, I think we want to draw cards, so I'm playing the Grim Memoir for our first action. And 4 secrets. We'll investigate using the Grim Memoir just to get a card draw. Investigating 6 versus 1. Of course, we start with an auto fail. So last action I will investigate again. It is a skull. Skulls are X. X is half the number of locations with no scenario cards beneath them, rounded up. So it is a -1, but we'll get the clue and we will draw a card, which is Read the Signs. Okay, no enemies will go to upkeep. We draw Breath of the Sleeper, again a resource, and okay, so nothing happens at the end of the round, so that is that round. Let's go to the next round. We add a Doon. Then, because of the force effect, we have to add a float token here. So then we'll take an encounter card. And it is a deep 1 troll. 3 fight, 2 health, 3 evade, humanoid monster, deep 1 forced. After deep 1 troll engages you, discard 1 card at random from your hand. That is annoying. Nothing we can do about it, so we lose the Breath of the Sleeper, which sucks. Okay, well, can't do anything about that, so I think first action we'll play Spectral Eraser. So our willpower is 5 because of this, and fight is 1, so 6 versus 3, 7 versus 3 from John Raymond Lacrosse. -2, that enemy is defeated. That is in our discard. And I think I'll exhaust this and, well, we'll see. Second action, we will move over here. Or should I go down here? Actually, let's go to the Miskatonic University. And investigate here, and I'll get a deduction out of the encounter deck. So last action, or from the ancestor knowledge, so we'll commit those two to the test and investigate 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 versus 4. Tablet is a -3. If this test fails, place one of your clues on your location. It doesn't, and we'll grab 2 clues. And that is our turn. No enemies. We'll go to upkeep. We draw another uncanny specimen. And we gain a resource. So that is that round. Let's go to the next round. We forgot to ready those, so we'll add a Doom. Encounter card for this round is, and we have to increase the floor level here. Encounter card is Dreams of Relay, so put Dreams of Relay into play in your threat area. You get -1 in willpower and -1 sanity. Action test willpower 3. If you succeed, discard Dreams of Relay. Okay, so really don't need to do anything about that at the moment. We'll spend 1 clue and look at the card underneath here. It is Hunting Shadow, so we'll spend 1 clue to not take any damage. That's annoying, but it is what it is. We'll go to north side, 2 clues, route of 3, and we will last action investigate using read the signs. We'll use this one to grab an analysis underneath here and commit that to the test. So we have a way. No, let's not commit it. Let's see. I'll grab the confidence instead. And I don't think we need to commit it, but yeah. Okay. So we are 7 versus 3 because of this. Yeah, 7 versus 3. So -1. We'll grab the clue, or actually 2 clues, and that is our turn. We ready up. We draw working a hunch, and we gain a resource. So that is that round. Let's go to the next round. We add a Doom. Encounter card. Oh yeah, we increase the floor level here. Encounter card is drawn to darkness. So hand size is reduced by 3. And when your turn ends, if you have no cards in hand, discard drawn to darkness. Okay, well, first action we'll check what is underneath here. False lead. I have 2 clues, so I'm testing book 4. So I will first play Uncanny Specimen. I will, let's see, I am 5 versus 4 now. Do I have anything else to commit? I don't want to commit working a hunch. It is a +1, so we pass. We don't lose a clue or drop a clue, which is good. But we didn't find the correct location yet. So we'll move over here. 4 shroud, 2 clues. And let's put clues, not resources, on there. Okay, I will grab a deduction. I will investigate using the Grim Memoir and commit the deduction for my last action. We are investigating 4, 5, 6, 7 versus 4. Zero, we succeed by 2 or more, we get shortcut, get 2 of these clues. And that is our turn. No enemies, will go to upkeep. We draw mouse mask, gain a resource. That is that round. Let's go to the next round. We add a Doom. Encounter card is Domination. You must decide. Place 1 Doom on the current agenda. This effect can cause the current agenda to advance. Each investigator discards 2 cards from their hand. Each investigator loses 1 action. I will lose the 1 action. That is okay. The others are not that good results. So I think, yeah, we had to add a float token here. I'm just going to play this mouse mask this round and look at what's underneath here. So we'll spend 1 clue. And it is hunting shadows, so we lose another clue, but nothing else happens. So that is that round. We will take 1 analysis into hand from ancestral knowledge. Oh yeah, it should be, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, our hand size is reduced, so let's not do that. I'll fast play this shortcut to move to East Town. And 1 clue here. Okay, and that is our turn, so we ready up. We draw Inquiry Mind and gain a resource, so that is that round. Let's go to the next round. We add another Doom. Encounter card is Monstrous Starspawn. 2 fight, 6 health, 2 evade, Hunter Massive Relentless, Prey Highest Fist. When you reveal an Elder-Thing token from the chaos bag while fighting or evading this enemy, heal 1 damage from it. I think we need to try and run away. So first action, we will evade, and I'll commit Inquiring Mind. We are evading 6 versus 2. -1, so we succeed. This is evaded. We'll check this card. It is a false lead. We are testing 4 versus 4. I'll go 6 versus 4 with the mouse mask. -1. We don't fail, so that's okay. Last action. Oh yeah, we had to add a flood token here also, so last action we'll move here. And that is that. So no enemies will go to upkeep. We draw confidence, gain a resource. This enemy readies. And that is that round. Let's go to the next round. We add another Doom. We add a float token, so this is fully flooded now. Encounter card is Young Deep One. When engages, you take 1 horror. Okay, well, we could try to evade it by 4 to 3, and I'll commit confidence. So actually, yeah, we are 4 to 3, 5 to 3. I think that's okay. Yeah. So -3, if this test fails, we are discarding this to redraw 5 to 3. So we actually we are 6 to 3 now because we cancel the token. -2 we succeed and we draw a card because we cancel the card. Okay, that's looking better. So this is exhausted. Second action, we will. So the location is one of these. So we'll go here. And last action, we'll take a risk and check without having an extra. No, let's not do that. So we will use the Grim Memoir to investigate here. Actually, yeah, we'll use the Grim Memoir here. We are 6 versus 3. -3, we don't fail, so we grab a clue and won't draw a card, unfortunately. But that is our turn. This enemy hunts over here. This readies, forming a murder ball, and we ready up. We draw Breath of the Sleeper and gain a resource. So that is that round. Let's see. We cancel the token. We don't have anything worth playing. This should be here. Yeah, but we don't want to shortcut at the end of our round to St. Mary's Hospital. But yeah, that is that round. Let's go to the next round. We add a Doom. Encounter card is Deep One Ambush. Put Deep One Ambush into play in your threat area. Limit 1 per investigator forced. After Deep One enemy engages you, if it attacks you, then discard Deep One Ambush. Okay. Well, it doesn't affect us at all at the moment, so we'll just move over here. Oh no, we will first reveal this one. It is the Tillinghast Esoterica, which is great. So, 4 Shroud, 3 Clues, 1 Victory, Revelation. Put Tillinghast Esoterica into play adjacent to your location and spawn the set-aside Randall Tillinghast at it. Shuffle each set-aside artifact asset and place them underneath it as a stack. Tillinghast Esoterica is connected to the location from which it was drawn and vice versa. Fast record ability. Place clues on this location up to its clue value. Okay. Second action will move here, and I'll just resolve the. So we only have these two relics that are shuffled and put underneath here. I'm just putting them next to this card. Then we have this Randall Tillinghast. So Randall Tillinghast, 1 fight, 1 health per investigator and 3 evade, relentless retaliate. Randall Tillinghast cannot move and gets +1 fight and +1 health for each card beneath Tillinghast Esoterica. So health of 3 basically. So let's not maybe move in yet. So first I will play Breath of the Sleeper. And let's see. Yeah, we put a new location into play, so we will get that charged. Yeah, I will just last action move here. So enemy actions, these hunt over here. This hits me for 2 damage and 2 horror because of the relentless, so you will be our tank for this hit, and that is that. So that is that round. We'll do an upkeep, so we get Eureka and gain a resource, so that is that round. Let's go to the next round. We add a Doom. Oh, sorry, when the round ends, let's see, did we already advance? So when the round ends, if each investigator is at Tillinghast's area controlling at least one artifact asset, the investigators may advance. Okay, so let's not advance yet, so we add a Doom, and counter card is Dreams of Relay. Okay, so -2 to willpower and -1 sanity, but we're still okay. We will try to defeat this guy, so we'll use the mouse mask, 3 tokens, so we are revealing 4, and let's commit a Eureka to the test. How do we get the okay, yeah. Revealing 4, let's count. So we are 2, 4, 5 versus 3, 6 versus 3. I think that's good enough. Zero. Oh yeah, 0. Another 0. So that's good. -3 and -4. So we'll cancel these. So we hit it and deal 3 damage. So this is defeated. Goes into the victory display. That was the first action, and we get to draw 3 cards, pick one. Let's pick Perception. Okay, and we will investigate, or will actually, why investigate? We can just spend 1 clue as a group, draw the top card beneath your location. So we do that. We get Grizzly Mask, and that's great actually. And we'll do the grab the other one, and we will use the Grizzly Mask. So exhaust Grizzly Mask, disengage from each enemy unit until the beginning of your next turn. You cannot move and cannot damage enemies or engage them. So these move in. I will use this before they hit, so they can't hit me, but they both, or I can use that before, so those can't, or I can't engage. Okay, so they will engage, and this will deal my 1 horror, but that's okay, but they can't hit me. So that is that. So we'll go to upkeep. We draw Perception and gain a resource. So that is that round. Let's go to the next round. We used that already. And I forgot to add flood token there, so that is that round. Let's go to the next round. We add a Doom. Oh yeah, interestingly, this at the end of the round, oh yeah, we used this last round, didn't matter. Okay, so we actually took another horror and another horror, and that went away, so I messed those up a bit. So we're actually at 1 sanity now. So I'm using this, so they can't engage me this round or hit me. And we will first fast play working a hunch. Then we will investigate using the mouse mask. So we are 6, 7, 8 versus 4. It is an Elder Sign. I'll heal 1 horror and draw a card and grab a clue. Second action, we'll investigate, and I'm actually confounding here. So I will use confound on this young deep one and commit perception. So we're testing 4, 5, 6 versus 3, 4, 7 versus 3, because we are testing against this young deep one. -2. We will succeed. We will draw a card. It is a tower. Don't care. This we'll get this last clue, and that is the end of the round. So the enemies cannot. Oh yeah, this is exhausted. Either way, so the enemies can't engage me. But yeah, we'll go to the upkeep. So everything ready is. We draw another working a hunch. Again, a resource. This readies, and the effect ends. So these will. Oh yeah, these cannot engage until the beginning of your next turn. Okay, so that is everything. So we can advance because we have 1 artifact, and so when the round ends, if an investigator at Tillinghast controls at least 1 artifact asset, the investigators may advance. We will advance. Closed for business. If the investigators control 5 or more artifacts assets, we don't. Otherwise, you're too late, Randall wheezes, clutching his side. The destruction of Arkham is at hand, and you are powerless to stop it. Nightmarish shapes from around the antiquarium head and shoulders as Tokens and ancient tomes fly off the shelves and hang suspended mid-air. Your vision blurs, then find yourself back on the street. The shop has vanished yet again. Each investigator earns 1 bonus experience. Resolution 1. Okay. Resolution 1. A disquieting roar shakes the very foundation of Arkham. Standing next to your companions, you look up to see the familiar hulking form of Cthulhu sludge out of the Miskatonic River. With a single motion, the Ancient One tramples one entire borough of Rivertown underfoot. The sound of cracking wood and shattering glass fills the air, followed by a chorus of screams. Andy, Ruby and the Inspector share a grim look at your worst fears and are confirmed. We have to do something, Andy shouts over the din. Update your campaign log under artifacts earned. Cross out the name of each artifact asset that was not under any investigator's control when the scenario ended, if the horror in clay was under the control of an investigator when the scenario ended. Record horror in clay under artifacts earned. In your campaign log, record flooded neighborhoods along with a list of each flooded location. Each investigator earns experience equal to the victory X value of each card in the victory display. The investigators must decide. Choose one. We're ready to fight. Proceed to resolution 2 if you wish to continue playing immediately, or we need more time. Skip to resolution 3 if you wish to take a break and proceed the next time you play. So we are picking resolution 3. You urge your companions to take the time to prepare and collect yourself for your final stand. Clean up the game as normal. When you are ready to play again, begin the Doom of Arkham Part 2. Alright, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 experience plus 1, so 6 experience to upgrade our deck with for the finale. So I'll do that and I will set up that and we will return there next time. So hope you guys like this playthrough. Thanks for watching and until next time.